After an earthquake, I asked to stay at my parents' with my 5-year-old daughter. They said, without the child, we don't have space for her. She burst into tears. I just said, noted. 3 days later, they were regretting everything. The earthquake hit in the middle of dinner. Dishes flew, the wall cracked. My kid Ruby, 5 years old and way too small to handle that kind of fear, just stood there holding her stuffed fox and staring at me like I could stop the world from shaking. I told her everything was okay, even though I didn't believe it. Next morning, the city guy came out, looked around for 10 seconds, slapped a red sticker on the front door, and said, unlivable. That was it. No help, no guidance, just good luck. I didn't have family nearby, no close friends with space. So I called my mom. She picked up fast, said, of course you can come stay. All warm and cheerful, like she was baking cookies or something. I actually felt hopeful for a second. Stupid. I packed what I could. Clothes, snacks, Ruby's fox, buckled her into the back seat. She kept asking if grandma's house was big. I told her, big enough. We drove 5 hours. Same house I grew up in, same porch light glowing on. I felt this tiny bit of relief, like maybe we'll be okay now. Mom opened the door and smiled until she saw Ruby. Oh, you brought her. That was the moment everything cracked again. And this time, it wasn't the house. Yeah, I said. Kind of hard to leave your child behind after a natural disaster. She gave me this awkward look. We just thought it would be you. Brittany and the kids are already here. Shane's using the den. There's just no space for another child. Ruby stepped behind me. I can sleep on the couch. My mom actually said, it's not about that. It's just too much for the house right now. Too much, as if my daughter was a broken lamp we dragged in. Right, I said. Wouldn't want to mess up Shane's video game den. From the back, I heard him yell, it's my office. I looked my mom dead in the face. You said I could come. You can, she said. Just maybe find somewhere else for Ruby until things settle. Ruby started crying. She didn't scream, didn't throw a fit, just cried like she was trying not to be heard. I knelt down and zipped her coat. Where are we going? She whispered. Somewhere that actually has space for us. We left. No yelling, no scene, just silence and the sound of her sniffling in the backseat. The motel was 5 blocks away. Cheap, old, smelled like bleach and sadness. Ruby fell asleep in her shoes. I sat on the other bed staring at a crack in the ceiling, thinking, if we don't belong there, I'm done pretending we do. 3 days later, I sent the letter. See, what my parents forgot is that I own a third of that house. Grandpa left it to me when I turned 17. I never touched it, never used it against them. I just sent them money every month, like a good little afterthought. Not anymore. I stopped the payments, called a lawyer, asked if I could sell my third. She said, you can force the sale of the whole house. And I said, do it. No warning, no conversation, just pure legal action. When the certified mail hit their doorstep, I got the call. My mom didn't say hi. She said, what have you done? You mean legally or emotionally? Brittany grabbed the phone. You're doing this because of that child. I said, that child is the only person who hasn't used me. Then I hung up. They tried to shame me online. Brittany posted some vague crap like, some people will destroy their own family just to feel powerful. Mom commented a heart emoji, but I didn't care because while they were busy crying online, my lawyer found something worse. They took out a second mortgage using my name, my signature, forged. They literally stole my identity to get money, and I had no idea. We took it to court. When the judge saw the forgery, it was like the lights turned on. Everything stopped. My mom went pale. Brittany didn't blink. Dad didn't look up. The judge tossed their excuses, said the word forgery, and I just sat there breathing like I hadn't breathed in years. The house got sold. Every dollar from their 2/3 gone to the bank. My 1/3 untouched, clean. I used it to pay off my house. No more debt, no more mortgage, no more asking for space in a place I partly owned. Ruby made a little welcome home sign with construction paper. The tape doesn't stick right, but I left it there anyway. My parents live in a tiny rental now. Brittany's boyfriend dumped her the second the sale closed. She's stuck raising her kids alone and still posting passive-aggressive quotes like she's the victim. Last I heard, they still blame me. That's fine. They can hate me from their rentals. I've got walls that don't shake anymore, and a kid who sleeps through the night. And this time, no one gets to tell her she doesn't belong. What do you guys think? Did I go too far or just far enough?